Now, simply what a doji candlestick looks like is a candlestick that looks exactly like this, where we have wicks on the top and the bottom that are close to equal length as possible and a small skinny body. This is a doji candlestick. You'll see multiple of these. You'll see one right here. You can see one right here. You can see one right here. You can see multiple examples of these doji candlesticks. And the reason we wait for a doji candlestick is because when we see a doji candlestick, a candlestick that looks like this, that usually signifies that price is about to reverse. And if you remember in my drawing, when we're looking for price to go up, down a little bit, up, down a little bit, we are waiting for these pullbacks for price to do that full move to the upside. So once we have our pullback, we're looking for that doji. That's basically saying we're about to reverse to go back in that full move to the upside. We get that doji, we enter into the trade. Here on TradingView, if you come over here to your side column, you can actually use a long position or short position tool. This helps you plan out your trades. Long position simply means that we're going for a buy. Short position means we're going for a sell. So if I press long position and we're going to enter this trade once the candlestick closes. So we'll click on here at the top of our candlestick because that's our entry. We put our stop loss below the candlestick that we entered on, just like this. Remember, for buys, we're putting it below our doji that we entered on. For sells, it would be vice versa. We'd put our stop loss above the candlestick that we entered on. But for buys, we put our stop loss below it. And then we're just dragging this take profit level until it says risk/reward ratio is 1. That's when we hit a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And as you see, this trade hit. Now the doji, as I mentioned, needs to be high volume. And how do we know what high volume is? The size of the doji candlestick itself has to be bigger than the candlestick before it or the candlestick before that one. So if we measure this one out really quickly, the doji candlestick is this big, right? The candlestick before it is smaller than the doji candlestick. The candlestick before that one too is smaller than the doji candlestick. So this is considered a high volume doji candlestick because the size of this candlestick, including the wicks, is bigger than the size of at least one of the two previous candles. So that's why we entered on that doji candlestick. This is one example. Let's run through a couple more examples to make sure that you guys understand it. So here we are for a sell opportunity. As you see, we are below the EMA. So we're only looking for sell opportunities. And what we're looking for is at least 2 clean candlestick pullbacks to the upside. In this instance, you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clean candlesticks, actually 6 clean candlestick pullbacks to the upside. And then we'd be looking for our high volume doji candlestick. As you see right here, this doji candlestick is bigger than this candlestick. I mentioned to you guys that it needs to be bigger than at least the candlestick before it or the candlestick before that one. And as you see, the size of this doji candlestick is bigger than the candlestick before it. It's not bigger than the candlestick before that one, but that's fine because the candlestick before it is bigger than that. So this is telling us that this is a high volume doji candlestick. So then we'd come over here, enter a short position. We'd click on the bottom of our doji here, signifying that we're entering on the bottom of our doji here. We're putting our stop loss above the candlestick that we entered on, and we're dragging this until this gets to a 1-to-1. As you see, now risk/reward ratio now says 1. So now, as you see, this trade would have won. The trade we just won over, the first trade we went over, that trade won in less than 3 minutes. This trade won in less than 1 minute. I mentioned to you guys that we're in and out of these trades. These trades are going to be closed, like I said, on average between 2 to 4 minutes. Now, if you didn't know, inside of my inner circle, you actually get to see how I implement all of this information inside of the markets every single day. You get to come and trade live with me every day. You have the opportunity to copy every single trade that I take in real time. You have the ability to ask me any questions because I will coach you one-on-one. Now, if that's interesting for you, I'll leave a link for my inner circle in the description of this video to help you get started implementing all of this information.